Leduc West had a show last week, and this did not have the same level of turnout as a summer show would, but it was pretty decent. I'm going to show different, some of the tractors are the same as what they were before, okay, that people brought. But there's lots of stuff on site that I didn't show in my first videos, so I'm going to try and show as much different as I can in this one. Here's a nice original cockshot 80. This tractor's been well taken care of. It's nice and everything's all there and complete and nice. And it's pulling a case hay rake, side delivery rake. Look at that. That's a real nice outfit there. There's a real tractor right there. Those are 706 or 806 wheel weights on it, so that's where all this got from anyway. Here's a Massey Harris 50. There's very few of the 50s are Massey Harris-y and mostly Ferguson's, Massey Ferguson's. And it says MHF right on the casting, so if you're a Massey guy, you tell me what year this is, because I think they only built them 1 or 2 years. Here's a Super W6PA. This one's kind of odd because they put an M&W hydraulic pump on, yet not much the original tanks there yet. They just circulated it, they never put a valve on it. Nice straight tractor. This one's got a dipstick. I don't know if somebody added the dipstick. It looks like it's not original. I'm sure that's an add-on. This one's got a regular W6 grill on it. 10608S is the serial number. Nice outfit. Here's a WD9. 1120T, so it'll be a 51607 W12B D50. This one, you see, they took the generators off of this. That's the way the generator mounts on these, so it's got no generator, but the WD9. Here's the Case 500. We've seen this one here before. Oh no, not this one. There's a better one here, but this one's not bad either. An Oliver 77, I think. Another one. Volvo BM, that's different. Now a lot of these came, I guess somebody imported it later date. I don't think they sold these new here, but I could be wrong. And same with this Bolinder Monktail. That's different. Oliver 88. Here's an Oliver 88 row crop. Here's W9. We've seen this one before. I think this one's a 53. Fairly nice old tractor. Here's an Oliver 88 row crop. Here's a Super M. Got a dealer sticker, Clarahan Implements Limited, Westlock, Alberta. That was, they must have put that on, my guess is that's 1960s one, but could be wrong. And this one's got there's a stage 2 with the remote control hydraulics on it. $40,258J, so it's probably a 53 like most of these are. Here's a 460 Farmall, a real nice one. We've seen this tractor before. This one's got dual hydraulics. That one probably for a fast hitch. No, this one does not have the fast hitch. It's just got dual remotes on it. Here's a 460 Wheatland, like ours. I didn't get this truck the last show, but here's a Dodge truck. And this one's got a go away freaking wasps. This one's got a little log trailer behind it. That's how they did it back in the day. Trailers made out of the back end of a truck or back axle of a trailer, and they don't have brakes or nothing on them. That's what they did back then. But for the purpose of the show, it's just fine. You wouldn't want to be caught on the road with that though. Here's a 460 Wheatland, a real nice one. 7366 SY, so it's probably a 1960. If you can see, I don't know if you can see this in the video, but it says 460 utility on the serial plate, and that's how they are. This one's got mount for easy unloader on it. These are just basically a package added to, I see someone's got wire holding the air cleaner together. I have to do that with ours. I had problems with ours, but nice old tractor. Yeah, C221, so this is the original engine. They didn't cheat and use a 403 combine engine like we did, but it's a nice old tractor. Here's an Oliver 90, I believe. Somebody put a little alternator on it, but it's a nice straight original tractor. Here's a real nice Farmall H. We've seen this little tractor before, I think, at this show, but this one's a real nice tractor. And here's a Minneapolis Moline GB, I think. Here's the Adams grader. Well, this is a Minneapolis Moline U. Sorry, I thought this was a bigger tractor, but it's not. Minneapolis Moline U Special, that's what that is. I thought that it was a GB. I thought it was bigger than that, but I guess not. Here's this grader. Here's an Oliver 90 Super 99 with a Detroit in it. We saw this before. I'm pretty sure we saw this tractor here before. Here, somebody got these probably out of the States. I'm guessing tractor like this wouldn't have been sold here. Here's a John Deere 50 with a single front wheel. Here's a John Deere 60 with a single front wheel. Here's a Case 900 diesel. Well, it says diesel. I think all the 900s are diesel actually, but I could be wrong. It's a fairly nice tractor. Like, this has been done up, and it's a nice looking tractor. Here's a little John Deere rope trip cultivator. Here's a real nice John Deere plow. Number 55 ABH. Here's a 1919 Titan 1020. Here's a Minneapolis tractor. Cross mount. Here's the Fordson Model F, the famous Fordson. These are a real cheap tractor, but they got people into tractors anyways. Here's a Rumley, little oil pull. Here's a John Deere D. This one's a later one, like a 27-ish or 28 maybe, something like that. Here's an old Wallace tractor. Here's either 1530 or 2236. That's a 28 1530. Here's a cross mount case. Here's a little case. This I think is an early S case actually. 1930s. Here's an old KCL. Here's one of these Cleat-Track high drives that proves that maybe Caterpillar shouldn't have made a high drive. Here's a big engine. Hercules. Yeah, I think we saw this before. Here's a big gas engine of some kind. Here's a Sawyer Massey steam engine with a tank behind it. Big outfit. Here's a Motrac. Here's a Minneapolis Moline Motrac. I didn't even know they made a crawler, but here it is. Here's that collection of Olivers. Oh, these are Jim McConnell's, I think. There's an Oliver OC3, a Cleat-Track, and an Oliver Cleat-Track HG. And here's a Model T Ford. But somebody did something to this one. Look at that. They put big wheels on the back. This is geared down so it can't go very fast, but probably negotiate what the trails at the time. They had no roads in their T-mile Fords in the country. So they just had allowances and they just negotiated them, and that's one of the ways they did that. There's a tool collection, mostly hammers, but some are fairly old. Some may have been built by a blacksmith even. There's some hatchets and stuff too, real neat. Here's another sawmill. This is an old Little Giant. I do know one thing about it. This sawmill was in the movies, but I can't see any of the details, but it was in the movies. Here's an I-8 skid steer. Don't know what they use for power in it, but it's an I-8 skid steer. Here's a Case 600 combine. It's nice to see stuff like this preserved because most of it goes to scrap. Here's a Massey Harris combine. There's a baler. Here's a little, this is a baggage wagon. Here's a Gleaner combine. Oh, this building's full of neat stuff. Massey Harris Clipper combine. We got some red power here. Here's a Farmall H. We got green power too. Here's the Humble W6. This one's got live hydraulics. This is not a W6, it's a Stage 2 Super 6 is what it is. It's got the wrong decals, but it's definitely a Super. Here's a really, really nice Farmall H. Here's a nice unstyled ER. Here's a John Deere H. Here's a Super WD9. You know what? This is that WD9. I bet you it sold at Wilson's 2 years ago. It's definitely a WD9. There's nothing super about this one, other than they're a super good tractor. Here's a couple of John Deere D's. Style D's. This one's, they're both electric start ones. You don't have turning brakes. This one doesn't have a PTO. This is a BR John Deere. These are fairly rare tractor. Here's a Farmall C or a Super C. It's the Super C. It's got mounted cultivators on it. Here's a John Deere A, Style D. Here's a W30. Here's a Farmall E. Here's a Super E right here. They got parts for it, but this one doesn't have touch control, but it's a Super E nonetheless. Here's a W4. This one's a 33,000 serial number. This is a 53. Isn't the real sought after 53s with the disc brakes and stuff, but still a 53 W4. Any 53 W4 is good. Here's a little ditch witch with a Wisconsin on it. Another Farmall E. Here's a John Deere BR again. These are, like I say, these are not very common, the BRs. I don't think I've done one in an auction preview yet. Here's a little Massey Harris pacemaker done up. Don't know if I could get to the back for the style John Deere A, but here's another style John Deere A. There's some good stuff in here. Here's an old fire truck. This is Breton, I think it's Thibault or Thibault or something. It's a French name. It's of course the French is the most phonically incorrect language there is, so I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Breton and Rural Fire Protection Association. The four-wheel drive auto company, Clintonville, Wisconsin. It's got a big 6-cylinder engine in it. It's a nice old fire truck. It's nice to see it preserved here. Here's a Minneapolis 5-star all done up nice. This is a nicely restored tractor. And of course, here's the good tractor, the W9. We heard that run. This one is 51, I think, yeah. Here's an Oliver 880 diesel, a real nicely restored one. And I think it's an 88. Here's the Cockshut 50, same as the Co-op 50 we saw, as the E5 we saw. I think this is Cockshut 550, Oliver Super 88. And here's the Cockshut 50 Deluxe. Unrestored, but these are not overly common either. Here's a Farmall E. They say it's a 1951, but it's no way. This one's an early one. Farmall E's are not built in 51. It'd have to be a Super if it was, and this is not a Super E by any means of the imagination. You just see what the serial number is on this little guy. 143,833, it'd be more like it. Or no, 43,833. This is a 40 or this is a late 40. But you see this one's updated from mine. It's a few it's 8,000 from mine, but this one does have the provision for the starter. Yeah, it's got the kill switch on it as opposed to the kill switch on the Meg like mine does, but this is 1940 Farmall E, just like very similar to mine, but it's got the updates from mine. There's the Rockall tractor with the Chrysler flathead engine running. Sounds nice. Very nice tractor, and these are a local piece, so This W9 has Charlene pump on it. This is a WD9 with a Charlene pump on the back. This that they did when they weren't equipped with hydraulics. A lot of guys put those on. Here's a 350 case. Nice tractor. 800 case. There's that 650. I don't think they run it just here. This looks like a 900 case, or this is a 600 case. This is an older one. But there you go. Here's a case DC4 tractor. It's running a Massey Harris buzzsaw. This is a manufactured buzzsaw. A lot of guys built their own, but this one is the Massey Harris one. Here's a nice Minneapolis Moline Z, nice original. Looks really nice. Not perfect, but it's a real nice one. Never been here before, but look at the collection of Rolls-Royce cars. Hood comes open up backwards on that one. That's a Bentley. Another Rolls-Royce. Another Rolls-Royce. That's a 51. 39 Rolls-Royce. 37. 34. That's quite a collection here. 36. 1930. Two 1930s here. I'm almost speechless. A collection of Rolls-Royce cars. First time I've ever seen one like this. Didn't even know it was here. Another Rolls-Royce. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's another Rolls-Royce. That's amazing. Like, these are not. What a feat to find luxury cars like that. I didn't even know they were here.